Boy, that was God. God did. I don't know. Oh, I don't know why I keep getting cut off. I don't know why I keep getting cut off. I don't know why I keep getting cut off, guys. I don't know. But now I'm back to my anti-bullying skincare. I forgot to do the eye underneath the eye. Got to do that. Gotta do that before I sleep. Before I get this beauty sleep in. I think my eyes are starting to look better every day that I've been using this stuff. Per hello. How you doing? I think my eyes are starting to look better. I gotta put on my nighttime ooh. I gotta put on my nighttime lip gloss. So I remember somebody came to my live stream and said, "What is that stuff you putting on my lips?" As if they've never seen lip gloss before. But for everybody out there that is not familiar with the West, this is lip gloss. Okay? I know some of y'all have never seen women wear lip gloss. But this is lip gloss. You put it on your lips. That's what I'm talking about, Justin. Thank you. You put lip gloss on your lip. Hey, Patrick. You put lip gloss on your lip. It is so funny to me that there are some people who've never seen this before. At first, I thought they were joking. I'm like, what? You never seen a woman with lip gloss? Now, I think a man invented lip gloss. I think a man invented lip gloss. I think because, they like to see women's lips wet or something. I don't know. I think this is straight up a man invention. I think it is. I'm not for sure, but it feels like this is a man invention. Thank you, Dana. Thank you. Yes, I think this is a man invention. The lip gloss right here. That's what I think. Not sure, but we can research later. Um, I know that's right. I can't stand. I remember I dated somebody. Let me make sure they not on here. Okay, the coast is clear. I remember I dated somebody, and every time I would see him, his lips would be chapped. I mean, just chapped and crispy and crust like somebody fried his lips on the stove in some butter or something. He had butter crusted lips, butter, but no butter. Imagine lips cooked in butter with no butter. I don't know how to explain it, but it was cracked and it was horrible. And those are always the people that want to kiss you and stuff. Oh, you're not gonna give me no kiss? No, because you might cut me up. You might cut up my lips. And this is a prize. This is a prize right here. These lips. Okay, these lips right here. Okay, I can't be messing this up. I'm sorry. Okay, I can't do that. You gotta have some soft lips. To kiss on mine. You gotta have some nice lips. You can't have smoker lip either. Okay, to be honest. The smoker lip, I ain't with it. Okay. Now y'all can kiss other smokers. You know, I don't know why smokers don't date other smokers. You know, they wanna jump out the box and date, you know, regular people that don't smoke, which is so odd. Um, the smoker community, y'all need to stick together, okay? Because I can't do it. You got smoker, you got smoke lip, and then you want to put your smoke lip on my lip, my good virgin lip. You want to put your smoke lip on my virgin lip. That is not happening. Okay, that's not happening. Child of God. Like athlete's foot in the mouth. Let's be serious. Hello, big guy. How you doing? Good evening. How you doing? Ain't no business. I know that's right. I mean, if you smell like you've been drowning in Henny for about 5 days, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. You want to ask me a question? What is it? I'm glad I never really dated people that dabbled in a whole bunch of liquor and smoking and all. I never dated a smoker. I've met smokers and I told them, no, I can't do that. That's not even my personality, hang out with somebody that smoke. That's not my personality. I never, you know, I don't know. I did have a coworker and she used to smoke. And we would go to lunch together. You know, we would go to lunch together, have a good time and laugh and all that kind of stuff. And the more I made her laugh, she started to slow down in smoking. So pretty soon we started going to lunch, and she would always be like, "Okay, I'm going to go smoke for the rest of my lunch." I'm like, "Okay, bye," and she would go smoke her cigarette for the rest of the lunch, and then pretty soon she started slowing down and not going out there as much, and I was like, "Oh," I said, "Ain't you gonna go smoke?" She said, "Oh no, not today," and before I knew it, she had stopped going on smoke breaks. No more smoke breaks. We be sitting in the cafeteria just laughing, cackling like two hens, just laughing. And just having a good time, just cracking jokes and just talking crazy. And then one day she came to lunch and she was like, "I got something to tell you." I said, "What?" I said, "What is it?" Because we had tried our first yogurt together. Me and her and I, we was scared to eat yogurt. And so one time at lunch, she said, "You know what? We're going to get over our fear. And we're going to try." This sounds so silly. "We're going to try yogurt for the first time." So we both had our spoons. We had that 1 cup of yogurt just sitting in between us. And she's like, "You go first." I said, "Nah, you go first. I can't eat that stuff." So we both tried it at the same time. And then we realized, yogurt's not that bad. And then we started eating yogurt. But one day she came to me and said, "I got something to tell you," in that lunch. And that's when she told me. She said, "I got breast cancer." I said, "What?" And I would have thought, because she smoked all the time, I thought, if anything, you're going to get something, it's going to be lung cancer. No, she got breast cancer. My friend got breast cancer. And I was like, wow. And then she went through all the chemo and all that stuff. And then, you know how life goes. She went and she left the job and she went to go do something else. And I really didn't see her that much anymore. And so then, like a couple of months later, I got a call from her. She was talking about her bills. "Hey, Whoa, how you doing?" my friend was talking about her bills and all this kind of stuff, and things were kind of overwhelming and all that. And then all of a sudden, we said, "Oh, we gonna meet up," and we never did meet up. USA, we never did meet up. Um, and I had thought about her, and then suddenly, a couple months later, my grandpa was in the hospital. He was in the intensive care unit at the hospital, and he was there for a few days. What I didn't know was my friend was in the hospital at the same time. She was one door over from my grandfather in the same hospital at the same time. And I found out she had died. She had died. But she didn't die from breast cancer. She died from an aneurysm in the brain. She died from an aneurysm. I said, damn. I said, wow. You didn't die from lung cancer. You didn't die from breast cancer. You died from an aneurysm. It was just so sad. And now, you know, the crazy part is, this is the crazy part. I had left that job that we both worked at. Well, I got laid off. I went to work at a new job. And one of the ladies, you know, there's always somebody at work who loves to look at the obituaries and stuff. And one of my boss, she was like, well, I'm going to lunch and I gotta stop by a wake. I said, you go to a wake on your lunch? What kind of lunch you having? That you go see a dead body on your lunch? And she said, oh, it's a girl I knew. I know her mother. I know her for years. And she kept talking about her. And then all of a sudden, I realized that was my friend. And I said, are you serious? And she said, you want to go to the lunch with me? You want to go to the wake with me? And I ended up going to my friend's. I had not known she had died. I went to the wake on my lunch. It was so overwhelming. I said, oh my God, I can't believe she gone. It was so sad. I said, man, this is a horrible day. But yeah, my friend, she, died from an aneurysm. And she was the first person I tried yogurt with. And that's why you have to live out your dreams, do what you want to do, and stop worrying about what everybody talking about, and live your life, because you don't know when you're gonna be gone. Life is short. Okay? She had been working at our job for years, and I had really never connected with her until that last almost a year and a half, when we started going to lunch and stuff. And so I missed out on I could have had a really good friendship with her had I talked to her the whole time we had been working there, but I did not. But that's why it's good to get to know people, make friends, because you never know, that person may have like a lasting impression on your life and everything. The winter vomiting disease. Oh my God. I don't want that. I need to buy a better wig. Cash App, Livia Flair. You look like the pink joint off the backyard again. Who the hell's the pink joint? I don't even know which one that is. You're slow, smell like shit, and you're extremely noisy. What does that even mean? You came to the internet after dinner to type that to me? After dinner. You came to the internet after you ate your dinner to type that? You can't be serious. You can't be serious. You can't come to the internet and start typing that stuff. Go on, lay down. See, some of y'all is high from the energy drinks you drank this morning. Now it's time to bring all that energy down. Bring all your Red Bull energy down. And the only way to do that is to eat a heavy meal. Eat a heavy meal, okay? And then who else wants to pull that wig off? Pull whose wig off? What wig? Hey, Moo, how you doing, Moo? What are you talking about? Do we want to pull your wig off? Pull your hair out? Is that what you want? You must like that kind of stuff. I don't know what to tell you. Okay? I can tell you this. I pull my hair off every night when I go to sleep. When I lay in my bed. This hair goes in a package. Okay? It goes in a package. In a storage package. And then I go to sleep peacefully in dreamland. And then the next morning, guess what? I open the package and I put the hair back on my head. That's what I do. Okay? So when you say you want to pull my wig off, I'm already going to do that in a couple minutes when I jump off of here. I'm going to pull my wig off, I'm going to put it in a storage bag, and then I'm going to set it somewhere and wake up like the angel that I am and then put it back on. Because this is God's hair. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Bend down over and pray to the Lord. What the hell that supposed to mean? Yeah, I hang it up on that wall hook, Justin. You gotta hang your hair up. You know, y'all should be leery of women who just throw their wig on the floor. There are women who just throw their wig on the floor, step on it, walk outside, no shoes on, come in the house, step on the wig again, go to the bathroom, don't wash their hands, step on the wig again, go on and put the wig on, ain't took no shower, and put some clothes on and go see you for a 2-night special. There's some women that don't give a damn. That wig been in the toilet the whole 9. She dried out in the dryer and come to your house for Netflix and chill. He pooped 20 times. Who pooped 20 times? Why are you pooping 20 times? You shouldn't be on here. You shouldn't be on this live stream if you pooping like that. You need a bidet. You need a bidet by your bed. Okay, you need a bidet by your, or wear diapers. You know, Depends make some good, dependable throwaway underwear. Get some of that. Get you some throwaway drawers. You know what I mean? Get you some throwaway drawers. That was laying on the dresser. That's what women do. That's women. Let me tell you something. Women really can't be themselves around no man. Not their real self. You know what I mean? Women can only be maybe 30% of their real self around you, around men. Okay? Even when living with you, they only can be 30% of their self. Their other self is that person that don't live with you. That person is a completely different being. Okay? That person is completely different from the woman that you see that look freshly clean all the time and hair done or makeup on or natural face, and she look like she runs through a field of flowers every day. That woman right there that you see all the time, she only exists in your house. Only exists in your house. If she lived by herself, it's a whole different person. It's a whole different person. You cannot be your true self living with no man. Okay? So the wig come off, the eyelash when women live alone, the eyelashes come off, the wig come off, all the clothes and all that, all the habits, the habits that you never see. Those dirty habits that you never see. That's what happened when she at home by herself. And you will never see them when you live with her. Unless she just totally disgusting and don't care. That kind of woman just leave drawers and just hanging around and blood in them and all this kind of stuff. Just nasty stuff. Those kind of chicks, you was already doomed from the start. Sagging, hitting my knees. Mine? Yeah. I'm old. My stuff hang down to my ankles. Forget your knees. I'm an old lady. I ain't got nothing to push up nowhere. Ain't no push up nowhere. You trying to kick it? Kick it where, BJ? I'm my stuff is natural. It hang down to the floor, okay? And if it could, it would sweep the floor. You know what I mean? That's what I got. My stuff hang down low. Hang low, sweet cherry. Hang down all the way low. You know what? And I know women get surgery and all that, but I'm not doing that. You get some surgery and they end up bigger than what they were. Your back end up hurting more. All your stuff is so pushed up, it goes into your neck. I don't want that. Not for me. Not for me. I know some of y'all men, y'all live in a fantasy. Y'all want fantasy boobs. Y'all want a cartoon looking chest. I ain't doing it. Not doing it. Okay? I don't know why y'all had that demand of women to make women do that kind of stuff to their body, that they feel like they gotta pump it up to the Lord. Move it all up here. What for? What for? Why you gotta have it sitting all up here? You know what I mean? Like two basketballs sitting at your neck. Who want that? I don't know why y'all like that. It's so weird. Ugh. I don't know. Y'all got these women doing that. You know what I mean? Y'all got these women putting all that stuff in there. How big are they? Gigantic. 600-pound life big. Yeah, I'm having a good night, Evan. I ain't gonna stay on here too long. No, I gotta get my rest. You want to see discipline? What kind of discipline? Yeah, you not looking for all that. No, you're not. Y'all say y'all want this and that, and that ain't true. Because when y'all cheat on women, y'all cheat with whoever's next. It don't matter what she look like. Okay, she could look like a sandbag, and you gonna sleep with her. So don't tell me about you care about what women look like and all this kind of stuff. Because at the end of the day, you want a hole to go into, and you don't care what it look like at the end of the day. Paper bag all day. That's it. Bye, hands. This is for the men that keep talking about women looks. Stop worrying about women looks. Y'all, you do not care. Why do you care? I stand up for Jesus. And that's it. Men won't. That is what women hating on women. Who's women hating on women? Hello. How you doing, John? Welcome to the live stream. How are you to tell a man what a man is looking for? Okay, what is a man looking for? Tell us. I don't know. Tell us what they looking for. Go ahead. Tell us again what they looking for. Thank you. Go ahead. You got the floor. Tell us what they looking for. I'm waiting. But anyway, all I know is stop worrying about women and what they look like. Just worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. Worry about your look. Okay? Worry about being attractive to women. Hey Moo, how you doing? Worry about being attractive to women. Okay? You spend too much time worrying about women being attractive. Worry about you being attractive to women. Worry more about that. Make yourself attractive. Okay? Spend your money on skincare and all this other crazy stuff. Spend your money on that and make yourself attractive to women. And don't say you don't have to do that. Peace, fitness, and this woman, agreeability, and fertility. Ultimately, those are the drivers. I hear you, Mo. I ain't cooked today. I ain't cooked nothing. Yes I did. Sorry. I'm about to tell a whole story. I made enchilada, but I didn't make my kale. I made my kale the other day. So kale and enchiladas. That's what I did. Amina, take your word for it. Are you on a diet? Yes, I'm cutting back. Because eventually I'm trying to find me a husband. You know what I mean? And so in order to get the right kind of options, sometimes you got to make changes so you get, a certain kind of options. You know what I mean? You don't want just anything. You know what I mean? And so that's why you make subtle changes. Now, I'm not making no gigantic changes, but just enough so I look good, in a dress or wherever, or when I go out and stuff. That's the goal. The goal is to look good enough in my clothes. That's it. That's all I want. I want to be curvy, more curvy or whatever. That's it. You acting like women are the prize to be chased, but it's the man who provides security, stabilization, and all that. If women are not the prize, then why are people trying to get women? Why are men trying to get women phone number? Make that make sense. You can talk around circles all you want to, okay? And we can agree to disagree. You have your perspective and I have mine. I'm going to respect yours. I'm going to respect your perspective, okay? For you and your world, that might be right. And that's fine. We can have two different opinions of things, and that's fine. It does, it's not the end of the world. What's up, TV? How you doing? Good evening. I'm out here, talking about, husbands and wives and relationships and, you know, and all this stuff. It's 50-50 in a relationship. Whatever works for everybody. If that works for you, great. That is great. It's about what you two decide to do. If 50-50 work for each one of y'all, that's great. If it worked for y'all. Okay? It's about what you two want to do together. What you say? We want peace. Oh. No, it's not. Hey, whatever works for each relationship. Some people like 50-50. 50-50 to me is everything split down the middle. All responsibilities are split down the middle. You know what I mean? All bills are split down the middle. That's 50-50 to me. We both contributing to rent. We both paying groceries. We both paying utilities. We both paying for cars, vacations, whatever. We both paying for everything. The responsibilities are split down the middle. You watching the kids, I'm watching the kids. You get some free time to yourself, I get some free time to myself. That's 50-50. Straight down the middle. Okay? Nobody can control the other person either. You can't tell the other person what to do, where to go, and all this mess. Okay? Basically, you your own person, but you come together to pay bills and handle responsibilities. That is 50-50. Straight down the middle. You got to cook just like she cook. You got to clean just like she clean. That's 50-50. That's a 50-50 relationship. Do you like furries? I don't know about no furries. But shout out to y'all. Good morning, Dan. They in here debating about 50-50 relationships. Mm-hmm. My grandma, she wasn't in no 50-50 relationship. She wasn't in that. But shout out to all y'all that, that works for you. Shout out to all y'all. Long as you can make it work, long as there's no resentment, long as there's no jealousy and nastiness and all this, do what works for you. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Mm-hmm. People have all different types of relationships. How do you have time to contribute 50? How do you have time to contribute 50% of yours if you are raising a child? You got time. If you agree to 50-50, you got time. You will make time. Okay? You will make time to do what you got to do. If both of y'all work and all that, it's a open and closed case. Y'all share in everything. Nobody's doing just one thing. And maybe somebody works night shift and somebody works day shift. Somebody can watch the child in the day. Somebody can watch the child at night. You'll make it work. You'll figure it out. You may not even need no daycare. I don't know. Who has the final decision? You both come together to make a decision. You can be, when I say individual, meaning that you still have time to do the things that you love to do. And each partner gives the other partner a chance to still do the things they want to do, so they won't feel like they trapped in a relationship. A lot of times people get in a relationship, they feel trapped, like they can't do anything. And so you have to come to an agreement on, you know, how much time you get to yourself and how much time I get to myself and what days and all this kind of stuff, so I can still live out my dream and so you can live out your dream. You had a piece of chillin' stuck to the crack of your... Go wipe again. Sounds disgusting. I mean, all I'm going to say is people have been trying 50-50 for a very long time. People have been trying to do 50-50 relationships for a very long time. Some of it has been okay, and a lot of it hasn't worked out, of course. But people in their mind thinking that is the way to go. So that's how they do it. They think that's the way to go. Because there are some relationships where the woman may want 50-50 because she don't want to be held responsible to do everything. And then the male want 50-50 because he don't want the responsibility either to be the provider. He don't want to be a provider, so he go 50-50. Can you marry me? Where the hell you at? I can't marry you today. I got a long list. Try in 10 years. Come back 10 years and let's see what happens. There are some people who do 50-50, and it turns out they're not happy. And so it does result in divorce because men to me, this is my own opinion. I'm not flirting for you. Ask old boy who just found a piece of chitlin in his butt crack a minute ago. I'm pretty sure he's full of farts. In my mind, men need three things. They need money, stability, and independence. And without those three things, it don't feel good. They need that money. They need that stability and independence, or it don't feel right. Okay? Men have to have money at all times. Period. Point blank. They gotta have money. Or they don't feel good. Feel sick to their stomach. Yeah, somebody got children stuck to their butt. In here. In the live stream. Not me. Indiana. He took advantage of the woman. It's a toss-up. Sometimes a man can be a provider, and then in his mind, he controls the woman. So, if she don't do the things to his liking, he can cheat, beat her up, the whole nine. So it's a toss-up. It depends on what works for you too. It's your world. When you get with a partner, it's about what you want to create. Okay? What you two want to create. So if he wants to be a provider, that could be a good thing for a woman or a bad thing. Because sometimes if you end up having not to work because he don't want you to work and you depend on him, you have to wait on him to give you money and all this kind of crazy stuff. And, that could be a no. You like kangaroo, bear is too strong. I can't believe how many of y'all have tried kangaroo. It sounds disgusting. Ugh. Mm-hmm. Your first lady, man. She was 40 and he was 15. Are you serious? I know you lying. She was not no 40 and he was 15. That can't be true. Let me look that up. Wait a second. Oh, God. Now I got to pull out the iPad. Are you serious? Thank you, Seven, for watching my video with my super tater pie. Let me check that out. That sounds nasty. Lady Bridget. Okay, let me speak that into the thing. Lady Bridget Macaroon. Oh, I said that. Bridget Macaron. Macaroon. Oh. Okay, let's check. Let's view some history. The relationship has attracted controversy as she is his senior by 25 years, and he was a minor. Oh my God! Oh my Jesus! Wow! Oh God, that is horrible. Did you say she's a man? Oh no. No, I'm not gonna start that. I ain't saying that. Oh, he's I mean, she don't look that bad, to be honest, for 72. For 72 years old, he look old. He look just as old as she do. At 47. He look just as old as her. So wow. They look old together. So they look about right. You know what I mean? They look about right. See, I ain't saying that. So you gonna go to jail for saying that. I'm not saying that, but wow. I mean, she don't look that bad for her age. She look okay. She doing decent For her age, she doing okay. Sometimes you gotta get you a young man. You know, not that young. That's too young. But she got him as a minor. Disgusting. You know. Now, as old as I am, I could go 5 years younger than me. That's it. Maybe 7. But no more than that. You know. I can't do no. What she did, 25 years? That's disgusting. She should be in jail. This lady should need to be locked up for real. I mean, maybe the laws were different back then. Maybe the laws were different back then. But still, no excuse. It's still disgusting. Okay? Shouldn't be dating no child. Nasty work. But she still look good. I mean, she look fine. Her mind is nasty. But she look okay. But her mind is dirty. She got a dirty mind. She got a dirty mind. Cause why you want a child? That's nasty. Yeah. I'm gonna leave that lady's story alone. Leave that lady's story alone. You know what I mean? Now I can't date an older person. Now somebody's 70. I can't do it. Okay? Okay, if you got a whole bunch of gray hair, I can't do that. It wouldn't make any sense. You look like that Peel guy. You talking about Jordan and Key Peel? I do.